Hey guys, today we'll be doing the second part of our Phanteks website redesign series. And if you haven't seen the first video yet, you can find the link in the description below and be sure to check it out. On this video, I'll be showing you the design for the product page and explain to you the improvements that I did for the design, including the typography, layout, and most of all the usability of the page. I will also be explaining to you again what's wrong with the first design and why I did what I did. So let's get started. So before I show you the final design that I made for the product page, let's look at the current layout and go through the whole page and see what's wrong with it. So this is the product page. Overall, I really like the look of this design. It has the usual e-commerce layout that a lot of users are already familiar. The product image on the left and the details on the right. This is important because website standards is a very big aspect when it comes to how users use websites in general. And if you deviate from that, first, you either have to have a very good reason, and second, find ways to incorporate the same information that the standard layout would have. Or better yet, you stick with the usual layout just to be sure. If we scroll down, we get to the product specs section. And this section is actually very interesting because it is just one giant image. And that is bad, really bad, and let me tell you why. First reason is it's not responsive. When mobile users go to this page, they will only see a very zoomed out version of this image. Yes, they can pinch and zoom the picture around, but why make your users' life miserable? And the second reason is SEO. Search engines rely on text to find information on websites. They index all of this information on their servers, and when someone searches for that particular keyword, they give out the website that they find it in. That's really an oversimplification of how search engines work, but you get the gist, right? And if you just have an image with all of your information, that is basically invisible to Google or Bing, or whatever search engine that you use. So you do not do this on your website. The third problem that I see with this layout is it's very busy. Busy in the sense that there's no structure to the layout, and your eyes just wander around the page looking at information strewn all over the place. Your goal as a UI designer is to guide your user's eye to the information and make sure that they are pleasing to consume. There should always be ample white space in your design so that your UI doesn't feel cramped and tight. So that's it. That's the old design, and let's make the new one. Again, pretend you're the CEO of Phanteks and I'm explaining to you my design decisions. By the way, if you like this kind of videos, don't forget to like and subscribe for more redesign videos like this. So we start with an empty artboard, and then add the header that we created for the home page. Next is add breadcrumbs as well as the color variation option for this particular product. On this page, we will not be using the usual e-commerce layout because we want our potential buyers to have a sense of wonder when they arrive to this page. And you know, I'm a sucker for how Apple does their website, so there. But that doesn't mean we will leave usability off the table. We then add a watch video icon that toggles the modal when clicked because each Phanteks product has their own marketing video, and that's useful to show here. Next are the call to action buttons. One for buying the case and one to see the specifications of it. The reason why we differentiate the colors of these buttons is because we want the buy button to catch the user's eye first, and the see specification button as the second one. Next is we add a short description of the case and add an image to the right of it. The call to action for this section is for our social proof. We invite our users to see other people's build with this particular case. In this case, the Phanteks Evolve ATX. This will help sell the product more because they can see other people's builds with this case. And the next big section that we are going to add is the colorway section. We showed the 3 variations of this Phanteks case and then add buy buttons for each variation. And the fourth section would be the case features. First, we add the dimensions of the case, as well as each specific feature and add a short description below it. We went with a clean grid here so that the user can see each feature very clearly. No fuss, just straight up useful information. The next big section that we are going to add is the case specifications, and basically the most important section of the page. This is where our users will look for things like measurement, material type, what type of cooler fits in the case, and a lot of other information. Compared to the original page, this section won't be an image, but actual text instead. This fixes the problem with responsiveness of the site as well as with SEO. It is also now easier to understand since there are headers in each section and the label and data are highlighted much more clearly. The next section would be a row of cards for other cases similar to this one. Maybe the user would want to see other designs, so we add the option to see it there. And that's it guys, this is now the final design of the product page. We did a couple of things here. First, we fixed the typography of the design, added white space to create more breathing room, improved the specification section so that it is now indexable by Google, and updated the whole layout to really showcase the products and the features that it has. And overall created a design and layout that is way easier to use compared to the old one. On the next video, we'll be working on the mobile version of this page as well as the home page. And maybe work on a dark version as well? I don't know. But make sure to hit the subscribe button so that you will be notified when that video comes out. And if you want to see how this design was made on Figma, there's a link to my website in the description below and you can check it out there. And if you like this kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe and I'll see you on the next one.